Hello everyone. Reviving Channapatna Toys Sector. Let me take you through the case that explores a unique design-led innovation workshop undertaken by Designversity at their Myra campus, initiative of Ministry of Rural Development given to EDII. A team of 12th grade enthusiasts served as the primary change makers, applying the design-led innovation to address the challenges faced by the traditional Channapatna toys. Let me take you through this toy town. The small town of Channapatna in Karnataka, India has the treasure that has its origin back 200 years called the Channapatna toys. Also known as the toy town of Karnataka, this traditional craft came into existence during the reign of Tipu Sultan, who invited Persian artisans to train local craftsmen. The journey began for Bangalore to Channapatna and then to the Designversity Myra campus. The objective of the workshop was to revive the Channapatna Toys Sector using the design thinking tool for the heritage craft and to get the students' perspectives as to what they feel are the real world problems and the opportunities that can result into the revival of the toy sector. The project emphasized a youth-centric perspective, capturing fresh insights often overlooked conventional revival efforts. Through immersive fieldwork and collaboration with local artisans, community representatives, students navigated the 6 stages of design thinking. The workshop was divided into 2 stages, design research and design development. Mentors kick-started the project on the bus by introducing the first step of understanding, and the students had to actually undergo this stage on the bus during their transit along with the various documentation they were supposed to do. They were supposed to do the secondary research of the toy sector, that is local, regional, national, Asian and international. They had to look into the different types of toys and the users using these toys, people who make them and people who buy them, specifically the Channapatna toys. The other stages of design thinking for the problem opportunity scouting were briefed to the students, and they used the tool of 5W plus 1H for creating questionnaires. They were supposed to actually conduct empathy, where they had to go and conduct interviews with the people, the artisans field, that is the ethnography study. They observed the space, people, objects, and they observed the functionality of the toys. They also saw the factories and the various equipments that were occupied out there. By doing careful observation on the field, they came down to certain interesting insights as maintaining hygiene in the factory space was crucial. The students observed a unique practice involving the fine wood shaving that accumulated on the ground during the operation of lathe machines. These wood remnants were swept up, cleaned by the factory staff, and then sold to make incense sticks. The students were taken aback by the fact that such a sacred material was initially left scattered on the floor, where people walked over it before being repurposed. The students came across a section of the factory equipped with the protective gear meant for women operating the machines. However, they noticed that these safety items were not being used. This observation highlighted a critical insight, the need to prioritize the safety and well-being of the artisans.
उसका मिशनरी आता पाउडर कर सकते छोटे छोटे
ये जो वेस्ट है ऑलरेडी पैरों में आ रहा है, फिर आपने बोला आप इसकी अगरबत्ती बनाते हैं, so is it good to make अगरबत्ती from this waste?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ये इधर ये आ रहे ना बाली सारे जस्ट 2-3 months हो गए एक्चुअली क्लीनिंग ये कर सकते बहुत क्लीन रहे तो नहीं तो ये
पहले जात के लाते
थे अब तो फॉरेस्ट जरा रूल्स है
हाँ रूल्स है
अभी हम उधर फॉरेस्ट जाको इतना होना हम बोले तो इनका 1 टन 1 टन ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೀಳಬಹುದಮ್ಮ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ
7,000 rupees per ton. So they buy it now. Previously they used to go to the forest, but now they have regulated it, so they can't go there. So there's a body there from which they buy 1 ton of the same.
7 rupees per kilo.
Yeah, 7 rupees per kilo. Yeah, 7 to 8 rupees per kilo.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do you increase the number of workers in the future?
तो वर्क और बढ़ाएंगे कैसे, क्योंकि वर्कर्स का जो नंबर
Yes,
है अभी 140 है ना
Yes.
अपना, उसको कैसे
कैसा बड़ा बोलेगा तो उनको हम ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हैं इंटरेस्टेड जो हमारा रूल्स है 18 अबो 18 सर 45 एज वन ऑफ द एसएजी मेंबर आल्सो सो उनको हमें ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हैं तीन महीना का 6 महीना का ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हैं सो इनका घर में और एक दूसरा आदमी है मैं इंटरेस्टेड है प्राइस करने उनको ट्रेनिंग कर सकूँ उनका इंक्रीज कर सकूँ
उसके लिए कुछ पैसे देते हैं गवर्नमेंट
या
ट्रेनिंग के
पर
लिए?
डे वेजेस बोल को ये
पर डे वेजेस देते हैं
yes.
कितना है
350 है
350 पर डे वेज
जहाँ से wood आता है, is it like a random forest or is it made for all these things?
ऐसे ही फॉरेस्ट में से कौन सा वुड है
आले मरा बोल मिल्क वुड
मिल्क वुड
Yes.
अरे
आले कन्नड़ में आले मरा
ये कितना दूर है यहाँ से पास में ही?
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ
It's a mixed forest. It's not
Yeah.
like a plantation. It's a mixed forest, and now it's under the forest
डायरेक्टली
department.
नॉट फॉरेस्ट में ये
Yeah.
लाइसेंस रहते ना सर
License
वो
है।
आदमी परचेज कर
परचेज करेगा
सकता है। इधर
लाइसेंस
से लोकल आर्टिजन को उनका ने
बट कितना दूर है फॉरेस्ट
purchase-
इधर ही है
चन्नपट्ना।
या फॉरेस्ट इज इन चन्नपट्ना इटसेल्फ 3-4 किलोमीटर्स
तो इधर का रेवेन्यू कैसे रहता है, मतलब आप मंथली का रेवेन्यू कैसे रहता है, और लाइक हाउ मेनी सेल्स यू मेक, मतलब कितना सेल्स होता है और कितना प्रॉफिट रहता है उसके साथ, और आप एडवर्टाइजमेंट कैसे कराते हो, मतलब अभी जो आपका प्रोडक्ट बनाया तो आप दूसरे लोगों को कैसे रीच करते हो?
यस गुड क्वेश्चन इन एक्चुअली एक 100 पीस कर सकते तुम्हारा कार्ड हो गए ये मेरा कोना बोले तो 100 पीस उधर तो होलसेल आदमी है
होलसेलर
होलसेल हमको 100 पीस प्राइस होने बोले तो उनको भी ऑर्डर कर सकते टाइम ले सकते 15 मिनट्स 1 मंथ टाइम लग सके तो एक पीस को बोल को ऐसा बात कर रहे वो ऐसा बोले तो एक महीना में कर सकते
सो 15 मिनट्स पर पीस एंड देन 100 पीसेस या 100 पीसेस और क्या कॉस्ट होता है
ರೇಟ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ इनको
इनको कितना मिलता है?
इलेक्ट्रिशियन फीस ये लेबर चार्ज ये सब भी वो को एग्जांपल एक टाई होने बोला तो स्मॉल हुआ तो 75 रुपीज
खर्चा है
ये
75 खर्चा है
ये 100 रुपीज को बेच
7 अच्छा 100 ओके
The students were challenged with lot many insights. Now, the thought was, what would be thought-provoking question? Would they envision innovative toy designs that were sector-specific? This stemmed from the observation that most toys being produced followed traditional, age-old styles with very little variation or modernization. Then moved to the third stage of the process, that is empathy, where they actually started talking to the artisans, the cluster heads and the representatives in order to find out what were problems they were facing, what were the latent needs and desires of these people.
मार्केटिंग कैसे कर सकते हैं वो बहुत उनका भी क्वेश्चन रहा मार्केटिंग कैसे इधर तो हमारा एमडी है नेशनल रूरल लाइवलीहुड मिशन एनएलएम का है मिशन डायरेक्टर श्री विद्यानिधि मैडम आईएएस ऑफिसर.
Came down to certain interesting insights from the empathy stage as 15K for putting in 8 hours of daily work at the factory. That's what one of the artisans said. However, the artisans revealed that a significant portion of the payment often went to the middlemen, leaving them with earnings insufficient to support their families. In addition to their factory work, these women were also responsible for managing household chores, making their days long and exhausting. Compounding their challenges, frequent power outages in the region would abruptly halt their work, and this would lead to delays and frustration. Moreover, they received minimal support from government schemes or policies, adding to their struggle for stability and recognition. With all the insights gathered, analyzed, and formulated the problem statement as how might we take the Channapatna Toys Sector at a global level. Then they headed towards the campus. The next stage was design development, and it was briefed by the mentors at the campus. They underwent the ideation phase, followed by prototyping and testing, and they came down to a bag of ideas like encourage development of toys tailored to specific sectors, design educational toys specifically for the K-12 segment, create toys for young children inspired by Froebel and Montessori principles, develop toys for senior citizens to enhance fine motor skills, introduce toys that support management education and business simulations, craft toys, design toys that could be integrated with the traditional games like chess, innovate with material, color and form to bring about diversity and to speed up the toy production, enable direct to customer sales through online platform bypassing the middlemen, promote student industry collaborations to help artisans launch their own startups, explore the formation of a cooperative by uniting local artisans, advocate for government support in funding and marketing of artisan-made toys, distribute selected toys to Anganwadi centers for early childhood engagement. Through this immersive engagement, cultural sensitivity and collaborative effort, over 30 plus students from various schools in Bangalore demonstrated a holistic approach to sector revival, an effort deeply rooted in the management principles yet rich in social value. This initiative fostered creative problem solving, also underscored the transformative role in preserving and reimagining India's cultural heritage.